If you watch Brazil's last two matches closely, one thing became crystal clear, something so obvious that even Carlo Ancelotti can no longer ignore it. Brazil may have beaten Senegal, but when they faced Tunisia, the Seleção suddenly lost their rhythm, their creativity, and most importantly, their identity. And that exposed a truth everyone has been whispering for months. Without Neymar, Brazil simply has no spark. Yes, the same Neymar Jr. who has battled injuries, critics, and endless doubts. The same Neymar who people keep writing off. But here's the shocking part. Even at 50% fitness, Neymar plays better than most players at 100%. The world knows it. Fans know it. Former legends know it. But has Carlo Ancelotti finally understood it? Is his long sleep finally over? Because right now, Brazilian fans are asking one burning question. Will Ancelotti bring back the crownless king of football in the March international window? And more importantly, why does Brazil desperately need their former Barcelona superstar now more than ever? Today, we break down all the answers. When talking about the greatest footballers of this generation, any list without Neymar Jr. immediately feels incomplete. He is not just a player. He is a phenomenon, a global icon, and one of the few footballers who can change the atmosphere of a match with a single touch. Countless legends and coaches have said the same thing. Even if Neymar is only 50% fit, he can still perform like others at their full potential. And the truth is, Neymar has proven this again and again. Throughout his career, injuries have broken him, forced him out of tournaments, made him cry on the field, and even made fans cry with him. But one thing injuries could never destroy was his spirit. Neymar never gave up. Every time he fell, he stood up again with a new chapter of magic. So the real question is Neymar preparing to write another legendary comeback story? Well, Brazil's last match suggests they desperately need him to. Let's talk about the Tunisia match. In the second half, Tunisia switched to a deep, defensive strategy. They closed spaces, slowed down Brazil's tempo, and forced the Seleção attackers into frustration. Forwards like Rodrygo, who played in Neymar's position, looked pressured, predictable, and unable to produce a moment of brilliance. There were no sudden dribbles, no surprise passes, no magical spark to break the deadlock. Fans kept waiting for someone to create a moment of genius. But that moment never came. Now imagine Neymar in that situation. He may not always score, he may not always assist, but he does something more important. He creates small moments of magic that break defensive confidence. He attracts players, opens pockets of space, forces mistakes, and brings unpredictability. Exactly what Brazil lacked against Tunisia. Players like Vinicius, Estevão, and Rodrygo thrive when someone like Neymar pulls defenders away, creates fear in the opponent's mind, and disrupts their tactical shape. That's what Neymar does better than anyone. And that is why Brazil struggled. Neymar's presence alone changes football matches. With Neymar on the pitch, the opposing team immediately changes their entire plan. Whether he scores, assists, or simply dribbles past one defender, his presence creates psychological pressure. When Neymar plays, defenders don't push up. Midfielders don't leave their zone. Fullbacks don't dare overlap recklessly. Why? Because one mistake, one gap, one wrong step, and Neymar punishes you instantly. This fear factor is something very few players in world football possess. Messi has it. Mbappe has it. And yes, Neymar has it too. Carlo Ancelotti knows football better than almost anyone. But even he must admit that Brazil without Neymar is like a Ferrari without an engine. Beautiful to look at, but unable to fly. Neymar, the game changer who can flip a match instantly. Think back to the Qatar 2022 World Cup quarterfinal against Croatia. For almost the entire match, Neymar struggled to find rhythm. The game was tight, the pressure was enormous, and Brazil seemed lost. But then, with one incredible moment, one perfect combination, Neymar scored a goal so beautiful that it changed the entire match within seconds. That is Neymar. You don't need 90 minutes of brilliance from him. You just need one spark. And that spark separates him from every other Brazilian forward. Why March might be Neymar's big return. Now comes the biggest question. Is Ancelotti finally planning to bring Neymar back in the March international break? From the team's recent performances, the answer seems obvious. Brazil needs creativity. Brazil needs unpredictability. Brazil needs leadership. And most importantly, Brazil needs Neymar's football brain. Players like Vinicius Jr, Rodrygo, Estevão, João Pedro, and Martinelli are brilliant, no doubt. But none of them possess Neymar's unique blend of technique, intelligence, rhythm control, and moments of spontaneous genius. Brazil is full of talent, but Neymar is something else. Neymar is the conductor, the architect, the heartbeat, even if he is not fully fit, even if he returns slowly. His vision alone can elevate Brazil's entire attack. Ancelotti knows this. The fans know this. The world knows this. Neymar's magic is still alive. People keep questioning whether Neymar still has the magic he once had. But the answer is simple. Yes, he still has it. His dribbling remains unpredictable. His passing vision remains unmatched. His ability to break pressure remains world-class. And his football intelligence, his ability to read even the smallest details of a match, is still at a level only a handful of players possess. Even when he is not physically at 100%, he can twist the direction of a game within seconds. That is the power of pure talent, which is why, even today, Brazil needs Neymar more than ever. Injuries have slowed Neymar. Critics have targeted him, but his magic, his touch, and his brilliance have never disappeared. If Brazil truly wants to regain its identity, if the Seleção wants to play with flair, creativity, and beauty once again, if Ancelotti wants a leader who can inspire a new generation, then there's only one answer. Neymar must return. And maybe, just maybe, the March window will mark the beginning of Neymar's next great comeback.